Good day, everyone. I am Albert Albina of Negros Oriental State University, and I'm going to present our paper titled Navigating Through Difficult Roads and Terrains, Novice Teachers' Challenges in Teaching in Remote Mountainous Settings in the Philippines. Based on the UNESCO's Education for All 2000 to 2015 Achievements and Challenges Global Monitoring Report, the universal primary education continues to be threatened and challenged with the existing disparities in education access and quality between rural and urban areas, with rural areas often lagging behind due to challenges faced by rural education system such as lack of infrastructure, inadequate teacher training, and limited resources. This study primarily aimed to explore the lived experiences of newly hired elementary teachers residing in urban areas but are assigned to remote mountainous locations, especially focusing on their adaptation processes, challenges encountered, and support mechanisms influencing their teaching roles. This study employed a descriptive phenomenological design utilizing an unstructured and in-depth interview method. The study covered 9 public rural schools in the province of Negros Oriental, Philippines, 3 schools in Bayawan City, 3 schools in the municipality of Santa Catalina, and 3 schools in the municipality of Basay. The study sources for the study included 9 newly hired urban originating elementary teachers who were assigned to rural mountainous schools in the last 1 to 3 years. The inclusion criteria were the following: teachers hired within the last 3 years, 2021 to 2023, urban originating teachers but are assigned to teach in mountainous locations at the time the study was conducted, and location of the school is not accessible by transportation jeepneys and buses. We applied the 6 phases for reflexive thematic analysis as described by Brown and Clark. We generated 4 themes, namely resilience to combat challenging environments, difficulty in traveling due to treacherous roads and terrains, absence of basic necessities, instructional materials and educational infrastructures, and school stakeholders partnership. The first theme reveals that teachers in remote mountainous areas exemplify remarkable resilience and adaptability in overcoming extreme challenges. They navigate difficult transportation conditions, cope with harsh climates, and manage with limited resources while maintaining a positive outlook. One participant shared, "We only rely on horses as our mode of transportation. That's why I decided to buy my own horse for 20,000 pesos. I have a driver who handles the horse. He takes me to the school on Mondays and picks me up on Fridays because it's not feasible to go back and forth daily due to the distance." Another participant recounted, "No matter how difficult the things we go through in the mountains as teachers, even if we stumble and fall during travels, we just laugh it off to ease the hardship." Teachers lack instructional materials to conduct science experiments. They compensate by downloading and showing instructional videos to help students grasp concepts effectively. A teacher shared, "In science, I face challenges with experiments due to a lack of instructional materials. To compensate, I download videos and show them to the students so they can understand better." The second theme exposes the reality that infrastructures in rural areas, particularly the roads, poses significant challenges for teachers. The roads become especially treacherous during the rainy season, making travels to and from the school hazardous. According to one teacher, when we talk about transportation, there are more challenges than teaching because the roads are difficult and often muddy. The road is tough. The road is very muddy and we fall, especially during heavy rains. We often fell off from the motorcycle 2 or 3 times. So it's like a test of perseverance with that kind of travel. One teacher recounted a challenging journey to a remote school location involving several hours walk, multiple river crossings, and the logistical challenge of teachers using horses for transportation. She narrated, "When we go to the school, it is really difficult. We walk for about 3 hours. We ride on horses. The journey is really tough because we have to cross rivers 7 times. We get wet and even our underwear is wet because the river is so deep. A teacher described the road to school as a constant struggle, particularly those that are uncemented and rocky, especially given her post-cesarean condition. She expressed, "The road is exhausting because it's very unwieldy. It's really bad. My stomach hurts a lot because I've had a cesarean operation. There are large rocks scattered around, and I have to be very careful while driving because I'm the only one driving the motorcycle." The third theme discloses the fact that schools in rural areas often lack basic necessities such as clean water and decent housing and adequate sanitation facilities. These deficiencies create a challenging environment for teaching and learning. A teacher said sometimes when it rains heavily, the water source gets very muddy. So when you wash your plates or take a bath, you have to go to that far place behind our boarding house. Then you will pass by the cliff and go around there at the bottom where the clean water is. Even during heavy rains, it remains clear. That is also where we get our drinking water. As one teacher shared, our teacher's cottage has holes all around. When we sleep, our heads are inside, but our feet are placed outside. If someone might try to stab the cottage using a knife, we wouldn't know. It's really not safe since many people pass by there even at night. Another teacher also narrated, "The supply of books is really a huge problem. Even in my classroom, there are no books. Having books is really better because the modules are different since they take shortcuts, which also makes it even more difficult for the kids." The fourth theme presents the scenario that amidst the numerous challenges, rural schools do receive some support from organizations, including government bodies and non-government organizations. These organizations provide essential resources like learning materials, infrastructure improvements, and basic amenities like electricity. The basic education sector in the Philippines helps teachers by offering professional development opportunities to enhance their teaching methods and strategies. According to one teacher, because of the in-service training, our minds are refreshed on what additional strategies and teaching methods can be used, as well as what interventions can be done to improve children's learning. As one teacher shared, the last time someone donated to us, it's from an electric company, and it was for electrification. They also gave each teacher in our school an electric fan. Another teacher recounted, "We have 2 roads here, one of which was a project of the mayor recently, and the other one down there, where we used to pass through before. Now the first road is handy for us. We often use that road because it is very nice, especially in dry weather." One of these present studies implications highlights the need to embed the nature and realities of rural education in the country and the adaptation processes and healthy mechanisms to cope with the challenges inherent in the country's rural education during the pre-service and in-service training programs. Additionally, the practical implications of the study's findings include the need to ensure that instructional materials and educational infrastructures are significantly adequate so that the lack of which will not hamper teaching quality and student learning. We conclude that enhancing support systems and improving infrastructures are crucial to ensuring quality education in geographically isolated areas. The unique problems teachers in rural areas encounter call for improved support networks and specialized programs to empower and support educators and to ensure equitable access to quality education even in remote mountainous locations.